The satin serial is another option for stitched outlines. I'm going to choose this narrow satin stitch and increase the outline, and that's done in Tool Options, the outline value, and I'll click on the up arrow. My measurement system is set for inches, and this is one time you might want to use the metric system. I'm going to deselect the design first and then go to Tools and Options and change the measurement system to metric and click OK. Now when I select the design, my measurement system is still shown in inches, but the value that is in the box is metric. And as I increase, now I'm only going to make small increments. So when you're changing the width of an outline, it's a good idea to be in the metric system. You may also want to change the type of satin stitch that you work with. There's the basic satin stitch that is just a crossover stitch from side to side, but you can also make embossed satin stitches. With the object selected, select the pattern that you wish to use, and you'll be able to see the pattern as long as you have 3D preview selected. If I change my mind about that pattern and want to choose a different type of stitch, I can just come down and select a different type of stitch. Other things that can be changed in object properties for satin stitches would be the offset. I'm going to activate my vector outline in the background so that you can understand how the offset works. If I increase the offset, the line moves further away from the vector image in the background. I'll reselect this and then move the offset to a negative value. And in this case, the satin stitch will be inside the vector outline. The default is at 0. You can also change the density of a satin stitch. Place a check mark by density and use the up or down arrow to alter the density. A higher number will make the stitches further apart, while a lower number will increase the density of the design by bringing the stitches closer together. The default is 0.4 millimeters. If I want to change the pull compensation, I can place a check mark in front of pull compensation and use the up and down arrow keys. The range for pull compensation is 0 to 2 millimeters. Remember, this is added to objects in order to counteract the drawing in of a design as it stitches in the hoop. There are 11 different types of underlay, and again, if I want to choose my type of underlay, I can place a check mark in front of underlay and then click on the drop down arrow and choose the type of underlay I wish to use. A good way to find out what these different types are, select the Help key and click on the underlay icons. And this will explain all the different types of underlay that can be added to a design. Remember that DesignWorks cannot create traditional stitched fills. Only stitch net fill and applique can be created for fill designs in DesignWorks.